H-A-L-A.
Yeah.
Hala.
Hala, yeah.
Not Hala.
No.
Hala.
I love this. We have with us Lewis, host. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Former athlete, best New York author, and so much more. Business coach, lifestyle coach, and most importantly, like more than 500 downloads of the podcast, The School of Greatness.
Yeah, 500 million. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, missed the million.
It's all good. 500 million. Somewhere between. Yeah, it's all good.
You're here with us in Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. Can you tell us more about your keynote speech? What are you going to be telling us? Just a snippet.
I think that self-doubt is the killer of dreams for most people in entrepreneurship. The fear of failure, the fear of success, or the fear of other people's opinions is what holds a lot of people back from doing anything. And so if we can get to the root of what that fear is for each person, and figure out how to heal that fear and how to overcome that fear, I feel like that's what allows us the opportunities to grow in entrepreneurship or in our life, in our relationships as well. So that's what we'll be talking about, how to discover what is your main fear and a step-by-step process for overcoming it, embracing it, and moving towards your dreams.
And that's so true. Fear limits us from doing anything we would like to achieve in life. I was thinking that a little bit of fear might be good because it kind of protects you, but a lot of fear, it might limit you from achieving your goals.
Yeah, are you more afraid of failing? Are you more afraid of succeeding? Or are you more afraid of what people think about you?
If we're adding that, I think...
You're afraid of success.
Yeah.
Why are you afraid of success?
Because I don't know if I can take it.
So you're not afraid of failure,
no.
But you're afraid once you succeed,
yes.
all the eyes are looking at me and I have to continue to focus on leveling up because the pressure is a lot, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're afraid of that success?
I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if I'm used to it.
You have to develop a different level of emotional awareness, a different level of taking on a pressure, a weight, and learning how to manage that weight so that it doesn't cripple you, but really so there is no weight. And that's very challenging to do. It's taken me a long time to figure that out. And at every new level of our life or entrepreneurial journey, whatever you're looking at, there's a new challenge to face. So you might accomplish something, but then, okay, what's the next level for me? And the next level doesn't need to be more money, more success, but maybe it can be deeper intimacy in my relationship, better quality of my health, and different things like that. So it's figuring it out on every level for sure.
It's for sure. And you were talking about healing and how important it is, whether in the business aspect, relationships and everything. And you've spoken about this as well. I've read somewhere where you said it doesn't make you less of a man if you cry and you show your emotions. Absolutely. And that's so true. And especially here in the MENA region, unfortunately, and maybe all
in this region, do men cry or no?
Do you guys cry? Are you allowed to share emotions?
Emotion, or is it more just stoic?
Be a man.
Be a man.
Literally, that's what they say to even the young people. Like, be a man, don't cry. Show you can't show your emotions.
You can't show emotions
because if you show your emotions, it means you're weak.
Why are you weak if you show your emotions?
That's the limiting belief that we have.
Let me ask you a question.
I love how this interview.
When you get to, do you have lunch or dinner or tea with girlfriends ever?
Yeah.
And when you get together with them, are there ever moments where you share your vulnerabilities or insecurities or your fears or maybe you cry every once in a while and you kind of I'm going through this challenge and this struggle in my relationship, or I don't feel pretty enough, or I don't feel confident enough. You say these things, right?
100%.
You do this every week, would you say, with girlfriends? You're on the phone or you're meeting every week. You're talking about these things, right?
Recently, to be honest, because I changed the circle of people around me.
So you started it was more service before.
Yeah.
And how does it make you feel when you have an environment of safety with friends who will listen to you and they won't judge you and make you wrong for having some feelings? How does it make you feel?
It feels that I'm accepted for who I am. I am loved for who I am.
Interesting.
I don't have a mask on when I...
So imagine never, for the rest of your life, being able to open up about your emotions with girlfriends or anyone, and having to stuff it and having to be strong all the time. How would that feel if you never got to express it?
It's definitely going to cause trauma. It's definitely going to cause a lot of things that will limit me.
Okay.
For sure.
That's what a lot of men are facing with their entire lives.
Yeah.
They don't feel like they're allowed to be vulnerable because they get made fun of, they get told don't cry, or they're for whatever reason, whatever their environment is telling them. And that was a lot of my life. For the first probably 30 years of my life, I lived that way. I couldn't show people my vulnerabilities. And I was suffering inside and felt stressed. I couldn't sleep at night. I was anxious all the time. I was worried. And once I started to reveal kind of my authentic emotions, and it's not, I don't have to cry every day to do this. You can just talk about it.
Yeah.
I felt this sense of inner peace that I'd never felt before. And it gave me a renewable energy to pursue my dreams, to go after my business, and to be in relationships with more authenticity. And I think it's been part of my mission to be that example, a completely flawed human being all the time, but show up as myself and continue to cultivate those relationships where people are in that same conversation. And I think that's the way we continue to heal and unite. You know, this area of the world is talking about uniting each other. I've been learning about the story of the history of the last 50 years. So the 50th anniversary is coming up in like 2 weeks. And for me, the unity of that does not come from not sharing who you are. The unity comes from being accepted for who you are
100%.
and having people being willing to listen to you for who you are. And that's a challenging thing, but I think that's the key, is healing the past by being willing to be vulnerable.
And we've been through tough times recently, like COVID, the pandemic and everything, to be honest. And mental health has become even way more important, or there is more awareness about it right now. So can you give us your thoughts about it, especially in terms of succeeding and everything, hearing each other, asking for help? It was on a level of countries and a level of people, so yeah.
I just think if you don't have a safe space to talk about your thoughts and your feelings, and you're the one who has to deal with them internally, but you don't have the tools to navigate your thoughts, you don't have the tools to navigate how you feel, then it's going to feel like you're a prisoner and you're trapped. You're trapped inside of a body and a soul that has no way to feel free. So I think it's important to continue to educate ourselves and seek the wisdom and the insights and the tools. I don't know if people in this part of the world do therapy or if they think that's horrible, but having the ability to have therapeutic experiences, having a conversation with you can be therapeutic experience. Going to workshops, coming to this event and hearing a story can be a therapeutic experience, a way to release certain emotions. Working out can be a therapeutic experience. So for me, it doesn't have to look like a certain way that people think. It can be what is the way that's going to support you in being peaceful inside. And I think a lot of people lack peace. And that's the main currency that most people want. How do I feel inner peace? How do I feel at peace with who I am? How do I feel at peace with my environment, my relationship, my family, my friends, my work, my finances? How do I feel at peace? No matter what circumstance there is. That's the real key to mental health, is finding and cultivating that peace. And it's going to take actions on improving these things, but the ability to find them with where you're at is going to be key.
It's a bit taboo in this region to say that to go to therapy, but now it's becoming even better and better, to be honest. There are people who are spreading awareness about it, because before it used to be like, if you go to therapy, you're crazy.
You have something wrong with you.
Exactly. But however, we've all been through trauma in our childhood, in our lives and everything. And by trauma, it doesn't have to be abuse or anything.
It can be a small T.
It literally can be as small as someone being telling
neglected
you,
or being someone having
literally, exactly. But it still affects you till this day.
Absolutely.
And limits you in your life. One last thing, if we wanna end this beautiful interview, about what things that we can do on a daily basis to really motivate us.
It's amazing how many problems and challenges we can eliminate if we get 8 hours of quality sleep. If we drink a lot of water, if we eat whole foods and don't overeat, if we move our bodies every single day, and if we share our thoughts and our feelings in a safe environment. It's amazing what will go away in our life if we do a few of those things every day, consistently. And I think so many people want the hacks and the advanced strategies, but at every level, I'm a sports guy and an athlete, and at every level that I would go to, the next level, from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to professional athletics, they don't teach you advanced strategies. They teach you the fundamentals. Because most people try to go to the next level with some new thing, but the fundamentals is what makes you better. So we all know these things. I wish I could say something that was like this revelation of an idea, but I think we get so confused of all these different information out there.
Yeah.
But if we get back to the fundamentals, it's amazing what peace we will find inside.
How important is the circle around you? Circle of friends, family?
How important do you think it is? If you hung out with just people who are superficial and negative and moody and aggressive and weren't kind, do you think you would thrive?
No, 100%.
So it's extremely important to surround myself with people that are more inspiring than me, that are people I want to learn from, that are people that are really mentors of mine, people that I look up to, people that have a model of their life that I'm like, man, that's really inspiring. Like, I'm not a perfect person. I would love to learn how to get closer to that ideal. And so that's what I do, and it helps me continue to grow. It helps me learn and improve my life. And so that's what works for me.
That's amazing. We all need a daily dose of Lewis in our lives. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hala.
Oh, he said it right. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Thank you.